Namaskaram. In this video, I am going to share my brief exploration of Isha Yoga Center, Coimbatore. Okay, so before we start, there is one note. The ashram required registration at least 2 weeks prior to your visit, but it is best to notify the registration team at least 4 weeks in advance of your travel to complete the necessary formalities. There is no other stay option in 15 to 20 kilometer radius, so make sure you have confirmed booking in Isha if you are planning to stay there. If you are going there for one day, then you don't need of booking. Without stay, you can't eat foods there and can't explore Spanda Hall and stay area, but you can explore Dhyan Linga, Tirtha Kunda, Linga Bhairavi and Adiyogi statue. Okay, and yeah, so it is always good to book before going there. And if you are going there for any course like inner engineering or Sarnapada, so then these things will not apply for you. Your stay is already confirmed, so you don't need to book stay or stay there. Okay, cool. So first, how to check room availability. Okay, so I will add all these things in the description, so please check from there. Okay, so checking room availability, so please visit this website. Okay, so in this website you will get all the details like is stay available or not. Okay, if there is not available, then there is no stay for that specific date, and if the option is available, then the stay is available. Right now, because of COVID-19, the stay is not available, but yeah, normally most of the times it is available. Okay, so please check if it is available or not, and if it is available, you will get a room there. If not, then probably you will not get a room there. Okay, so here are some room options. Just please visit to this link. In this link, I have added one PDF like standard room, how is the standard room, and all the details about standard room, then standard family room, then executive room, AC and non-AC, the cost plus all the details of that room, then cottage dormitory, all the details plus like cost of this room. Okay, also I have added more details about stay in the Isha. Okay, so please explore this PDF file. I have downloaded it from Isha website itself, so please explore this PDF file. Do stay inquiry from here. Okay, so before going there, you can just do stay inquiry from here, cottage.isha.in /inquiry. Okay, so I have added link here. Just go to this link and just fill all these details. Okay, and like right now, because of COVID, the option is not available. Then for room availability, you will get the option. Okay, so inquiry, do cottage inquiry. They will get in touch with you. You can also mail them, or you can also call them. I also added contact details and email ID. Here is also one email ID and contact details is there. Okay, cool. So you can do that. Then check more about Isha Yoga Center. Visit this website. You will get more details about Isha Yoga Center, like overview about Isha Yoga Center, all the details like what is Dhyan Linga and like why Isha Yoga Center is built, and all the things you will get in the overview. Then how to get there, you will get details about how you can get there, which I am also going to explain you. Okay, so you can also learn about Dhyan Linga, Linga Bhairavi, then Spanda Hall, Tirtha Kunda, Adiyogi statue, Adiyogi Alayama. Okay, then you will get all the upcoming programs. You can just explore if there is any upcoming program, then upcoming events. You can also do virtual tour you can, if you want to become a volunteer, you can just visit here in volunteer. You will see all the details about volunteer, like how you can join Isha as a volunteer and all the things. Then here are some details for overseas visitors, and for contacting Isha you can just visit here in the contact us. Okay, so how you can reach to Isha Yoga Center. I have added one link here, map link of Isha Yoga Center. You can see where exactly is Isha Yoga Center. Okay, and once you reach to Coimbatore Airport, Isha is 45 km from there. From airport, take bus or taxi to Gandhipuram bus stand. From the Coimbatore railway station, it is 31 km. You can go to Gandhipuram bus stand to take the bus from bus stand. You can take the bus from railway station also, but I will suggest going to Gandhipuram bus stand to take bus, because from railway station it will be hard for you to find bus. Okay, and if you are not you don't know Tamil, then it will be hard for you to get that bus from railway station. But if you reach to bus stand, it will be easy for you to take bus. And if you can afford a taxi or private vehicle, then you can go with that. Okay, here is the link of Gandhipuram bus stand. Okay, here is the Gandhipuram bus stand. You can just, from Gandhipuram bus stand, it is 31 km. Isha is 31 km. And as you can see, here is the airport, Coimbatore Airport. Okay, and here is the bus stand, Gandhipuram bus stand, and here is the Coimbatore railway station. Okay, so like if you reach to Coimbatore International Airport, then take a taxi or take a bus from there to Gandhipuram bus stand. And if you reach to Coimbatore railway station, you will get bus from there, or you can reach to Gandhipuram town bus stand also. Okay, or you can just take a taxi or cab from Coimbatore railway station or Coimbatore International Airport. Okay, so from Gandhipuram, take bus to Isha. Bus number is 14C, 14D, 14G. These are some bus numbers. Check these files. I have uploaded the timetable for the bus. Okay, so I have also uploaded here. I will show you that Excel sheet, that Google sheet. Okay, from Gandhipuram to Isha, bus number is this and bus timing is this. Bus starts from 5:55 a.m. in the morning, and like last bus is at 10 p.m. Okay, so you can check this schedule, and like maybe time will be vary. Okay, like the exact timing may vary by 10-15 minutes, but even if you missed one bus, the next bus will generally be ready to depart within the next hour. Okay, so go through this sheet, you will get an idea. Okay, and also I have listed like I have downloaded this Google sheet, but yeah, as you can see, from Isha to Gandhipuram there is also lots of buses out there, and I also there is also time listed here. Okay, and if you went to Pondi, or if you went to Pondi, then you can also go to Gandhipuram from Pondi. There is also bus times are also available for the Gandhipuram from Pondi. Okay, so you can also take a taxi directly to Isha. If they will take around 500 rupees to 1000 rupees, and from bus it will be cost. The cost will be around 50 to 100 rupees. Okay, it is hard to get there without bus, taxi or private vehicles. So after taking the bus, it will take around 1 hour to reach Isha. Until then you can listen to this chant. Okay, so please do listen this chant. It will help you to just calm your mind while traveling. Okay, after once you get there, then once you reach to Isha Yoga Center, what is the next step? Okay, if your stay is confirmed, then explore Dhyan Linga. Tirtha Kundas means Surya Kunda and Chandra Kunda. Linga Bhairavi, Adiyogi 112 feet statue. and like if your stay is not confirmed and if you want to stay there, then maybe request them for stay, may they will agree. Most of the time the stay is full, so they will not agree. If there is a stay is available, like rooms are available, then maybe they will agree for the stay. And if a stay is confirmed, then do the following things. Okay, so I have added link of timetable at the Isha, like what is the timetable at the Isha. So as you can see, at the 5:30 am they do Guru Puja and practices, and in the between 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Lots of activities going on in the Isha, like Surya Kunda Mantapan, then Dhyan Linga opening time, then Linga Bhairavi Aarti, then brunch at Bhiksha Hall. You can eat in this timing 9:55 am to 10:40 am. Then there are lots of different things going between this time, like also they play games and all the things. So at the evening also there is Linga Bhairavi Aarti. Then at the 6:55 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. dinner, we can do dinner at Bhiksha Hall. Okay, there are two batches for the dinner. One is at 6:55 p.m. and one is at 6:55 p.m. and second is at 7:40 p.m. Okay, so I have also uploaded map of the Isha. You can explore the map of the Isha. Okay, this is the map they will give you if your stay is confirmed. This is the Adiyogi statue. This is the bus stand. Okay, from here you can just come to Adiyogi statue. I will explain you in this thing in the brief. Okay, so as you can see, this is the bus stand. This is the bus stand. You will come here, bus will drop you here. Then this is the way of the bus. Then is the Adiyogi statue. You can come here from bus stand. You can come here to Adiyogi statue. I think it is almost 500 meters from the bus stand. Then once you reach here in bus stand, you can just enter from here into Isha Yoga Center. Okay, so once you reach here into Isha Yoga Center, directly like if you are planning to stay there, then directly go to the welcome point. If you are not, then you can explore Dhyan Linga. Here is the Surya Kunda. Okay, here is the Surya Kunda, here is the Dhyan Linga. You can also explore Linga Bhairavi temple. Here is the Linga Bhairavi temple. Okay, so you can explore these things if your stay is not confirmed. And if your stay is confirmed, I will suggest you to go welcome point. Like from here, you can go here into the welcome point. In this is the gate for all the stays and cottages. Okay, so once you reach to welcome point, tell them your stay is confirmed and show them details. Then they will allow you to go in. Okay, so once you go inside of Isha, then go into the room, get fresh, change your clothes, wear comfortable clothes, wear slipper. I will suggest you to take slipper with you, because walking with shoes and all will be not comfortable for you in there, because you need to remove shoes and slippers beside Dhyan Linga and Lakshmi Linga Bhairavi temple. Okay, so I will suggest you to keep mobile in the room. They don't allow mobile in the Dhyan Linga, although you can keep mobile in the mobile stand which is near Isha Chowki. Okay, you can keep mobile somewhere here. Okay, this is the mobile stand. You can keep here and then you can go to Dhyan Linga. Okay, so once you come here, once you let's say Nandi cottage is your stay, then you got fresh here, then come here again, like first I will suggest you to go Linga Bhairavi, because without going to Linga Bhairavi you can't go to Dhanlinga. Okay, so I will zoom this little bit. Okay, so after from Nandi cottage you can just come here, and from here keep mobile here, or you can just keep mobile in your room. From here you just need to come from this is the way to go Linga Bhairavi temple. Okay, from here just go here. You can also remove your slippers and sandals or shoes here, somewhere here. Okay, then first explore Linga Bhairavi temple, stays some time there. Okay, spend some time there, because you can't go to Dhanlingas before going to Linga Bhairavi. You can watch this video, what is the significance of Linga Bhairavi, how it is built and all the things. You will also get link of Linga Bhairavi in the description. Okay, once you spend some time in the Linga Bhairavi, you can come here, and here is the Chandrakunda. Okay, Chandrakunda is for ladies, like Surya Kunda is for gents, and Chandrakunda is for ladies, according to my understanding. Okay, then from there you can just come here, and from here you can enter to Dhanlinga. Okay, once you enter to Dhanlinga, before going to Dhanlinga, I will suggest you to watch this video, because you will understand what is the significance of Dhanlinga. Then spend as much time as possible doing meditation near Dhanlinga, because trust me, the energy you are going to get there is unexplainable in words. You will go into the state of mind which I can't put in the words. Like, I can't just explain these things in the words, because the surge of energy, the state of mind I experienced after spending a couple of hours in the meditating near Dhanlinga. I just can't explain this in the words. Okay, so if you are in the Isha for 24 hours, let's say you are in the Isha for 24 hours, then I will suggest you to spend at least 4 to 8 hours doing meditation near Dhanlinga. Okay, so yeah, please spend as much time as possible near Dhanlinga. Okay, cool. So once you have spent some time in Dhanlinga, then you can go to Bhiksha Hall. Bhiksha Hall is here. It is this thing first. Okay, after coming out of Dhanlinga is the Bhiksha Hall. Okay, you can eat foods here. Here is the Bhiksha Hall. This is the Bhiksha Hall. So for to come to the Bhiksha Hall, you just need to come from here and here. Okay, we will get the Bhiksha Hall here. And for the people who are deep into the meditation, they need to visit here for their lunch or dinner. Okay, cool. So then visit to Bhiksha Hall to eat foods. It's free if your stay is confirmed, and if you are not if your stay is not confirmed, they will not allow to go there. Okay, that, like, in this welcome point, this is the line for the, like, if your stay is confirmed, they will allow to come here in this area. If not, then you just need to explore this area only. Okay, you can just only explore this area, not this area. Okay, so you will get Bhiksha Hall here. This is the timing for the Bhiksha Hall. There are 2 batches in the morning. First is 9:55 am, second is 10:40 am, and in the evening 6:55 pm and 7:40 pm. Okay, you can eat paired foods or can drink juice here. Is the link in the Papri Wine Eatery. Okay, so you can eat foods here, like you can drink juice and eat bhajiyas and all the things. You can also take a tea and all the things in here, from here. Okay, it is paid, so you need to pay for them for eating or drinking anything. Then go to Surya Kunda or Chandrakunda. Like, if you are female, then you can just go to Chandrakunda. Here is the Chandrakunda. If you are male, then you can go to Surya Kunda. Okay, is the Surya Kunda. You can read all the significance and all the things from the here. Okay, like what is the Surya Tirtha Kundas, like they call is Tirtha Kundas. Okay, so like what is the significance of Tirtha Kundas, then what is the significance of Linga Bhairavi. You will get all the information from Isha website itself. Okay, so please do visit to Surya Kunda, and if possible, please take a bath there. Okay, cool. Then you can go to Adiyogi statue. Is the Adiyogi statue. Like if you are in the ashram, then just come out of the ashram here. Okay, near bus stand. Then after coming out of the ashram, you just need to walk here, or you will get a Bailgadi or something from here. Okay, then it is almost around 500 meter, and if your stay is not company, you can, like there is other way to come here, is the parking of that way, and you can just explore the Adiyogi statue. You can also come from here instead of like if you have private vehicle, you can directly come from here, because it is easy way. It's easy to come from here instead of here. Okay, instead of from here, buses come from this way. If you have a private vehicle, you can come from this way. Okay, then you can go to Isha Shoppe. Yeah, one thing is, please go to Adiyogi statue before sunset, because after sunset you will not see anything, so there is no point of going to Adiyogi statue after sunset. Okay, so please visit there before sunset. Then you can explore Isha Shoppe. Okay, so Isha Shoppe is around here. You can explore the Isha Shoppe. Isha Shoppe is near Pipri Wine Eatery. Beside that, Isha Shoppe is here. You can just explore to buy, if you want buy anything. There are really awesome products in Isha Shoppe. Although you will get all the products on Isha Life e-commerce website also. Okay, you will get all the products on this website also, but you can also buy this from Isha Shoppe, or you can just explore all the products. You can see all the products. Then Spanda Hall. Spanda Hall is here. Okay, this is the Spanda Hall. Okay, you can explore Spanda Hall. Okay, this is the Spanda Hall. This is the meditation hall, you can say, or all the events and meditation initiations conducted in Spanda Hall. Maybe you will not allow inside the hall if you are a visitor. Okay, like if you are initiated for any meditation practice, or if you are went there for like any event like insight or something, then will allow to go in the Spanda Hall. Okay, at least according to my understanding. But if you are not, then I think they will not allow you to go inside Spanda Hall. Okay, so this is the Isha. So as I explained, you will come here. From here you can come to the Adiyogi statue. Then from here you can come to let's see, like you just need to submit your bags and all the things here. If you are just a visitor, if your stay is not confirmed, if your stay is confirmed, then they will allow you to go with bag and all the things with in ashram. Okay, then come out of here is the Nandi, and then from here is the welcome point. From here you will enter into the stay area. Here is the Dhyan Linga, here is the Linga Bhairavi, here is the Chandrakunda. Okay, so hope you understand everything. I have also added link of this map, so you can also explore the map from that link. Okay, so yeah, going back, once you stayed there for maybe 1 day or 4 days or maybe a couple of months, I don't know. So after staying there, how to go back? For going back, you can take bus from here. You will get bus from here. This is the timing for the buses. 5:30 am, 7:10 am, and last bus goes in at 8:50 pm. Okay, the bus also stops near railway station, so you don't need to go again to Gandhipuram bus stand. This bus will stop near railway station. You can just tell that conductor to just drop you near railway station. Okay, and if you went into railway station or bus stand, you can take a cab, taxi, or a bus to airport. Okay, for the so come to my experience. Like after coming from Isha, after spending lots of time in the Isha, after spending couple of hours near meditating near Dhanlinga, for the couple of weeks, my clarity was on its peak. Like I was clear, like 100% clear what I want to do and what I should do and what I need to be done, and like what is my purpose in the life and all the things. I was clear about everything in my life. Okay, and I was aware, like I was in the present most of the time. Like if at the starting my like I'm in the present for, let's say, 5 to 10% of the time, but after coming out of Isha, I was in present for almost 40 to 50% of the time. Okay, the energy you are going to experience, it can't be explained in the words. Like after spending some time meditating near Dhanlinga or in the Isha ashram, because the energy is really awesome there. So the energy you are going to experience there, it can't be explained in the words. It is just an experiential thing. So I will suggest you to just go there for this experience, just to experience the clarity of mind, and that energy you will get by spending some time in the Isha. Okay, so please go there and experience these things. The amount of energy and the amount of clarity you will get from there, it is hard to get from anywhere else. Okay, yeah, also Ujjain and other places are also there, like Sadhguru said, Ujjain, then Kedarnath and Kashi. These places are also there, but I think Isha is really awesome. Like you don't need to be a meditator or something to experience this energy or the clarity of mind. Okay, so that's it. All these things we will get into the description, so you can just explore all these things from there. You can just visit this maps website or the photos of the timetable or all the things that I have explained in the video. So yeah, thank you for watching this video and a happy journey.